Chapter 9 Content Mastery Video. So, what is segmentation? Market segmentation is a strategic process of dividing a broad target market into smaller, manageable, different subgroups where you can actually tell what characteristics define that group of people. So, it allows marketers to replace the generic all size fits one approach, and it's definitely more targeted, it's more personal, it's definitely more effective, I believe, since you're able to go after a certain demographic or a certain type of person individually instead of trying to hit this group of people that it might not reach everyone, and it might not even reach that original person that you were trying to get. So it's definitely more, it's highly specific, where it's the messages, the products, the experience. It's definitely going to be tailored towards that certain type of demographic, or certain group of people, whatever it is, so they can retain their engagement, they can gain their market, and keep them as people that are going to come back to their business as consumers. uh, it definitely so some of the importances of it and significance. uh, it has a higher ROI and effective resource allocation. So, when they invest into it, their return on investment is way higher than, just doing a broad kind of commercial, you could say. If they specifically go after a demographic in their commercial, then that group of people is going to want to buy the product more than if they just tailored it towards everyone. It's definitely going to get maybe more groups of people in, but it's not going to get that certain group that they were trying to reach. It definitely enhances customer understanding and loyalty. So it allows customers to have a deeper understanding of the company. And it also gives the company a deeper understanding of its customers to understand what they want, and it keeps them coming back. So some of the criteria in effective segmentation, it needs to be effective. They must be measurable, accessible, sustainable, actionable. So different things like that is looking at the demographic, the geographic area, the psychological, different factors of these groups of people. Being able to understand what they want. So you need to have the measurable, so the size, the purchasing power, making sure that these people can actually afford the product that you're trying to tailor it towards. Different things like that. Accessibility, so making sure that it's reaching that target audience, and making sure that they can actually go and get your product. Make sure it's through the right communication and distribution channels, different things like that. Sustainability, they have to be large and profitable enough to warrant customized marketing effects. So if you're targeting a group that has, say, 10,000 people, that's probably not worth it, because you can't expect 10,000 people to all purchase your product. But if it's a group of 10 million, then if literally 2% of that buys your product, that's 200,000. So it's different. You have to have a large enough group where it's sustainable, where more and more people are going to purchase your product over time. Actionable, so making sure that the resources and capabilities to implement the products are designed for those segments. Making sure that you can allocate certain resources that maybe you couldn't have before, or you didn't feel like you should. Making sure that they're allocated towards this certain endeavor that they're trying to reach. So once we identify a number of segments to target, what's next to come? So after identifying the target segment, it is critical. I can't say that enough. It is critical to develop a tailored marketing strategy. So you want to target those people. And you also need to put your brand in a position for that specific group. So what I mean by that is that when you're targeting those people, the advertisement is going to have that certain demographic in it. It's going to make sure that these people can see themselves with that product. A lot of companies do this where they'll put, kind of mixed race couples or mixed race families as a big thing, because there is a lot of families that are like that. So they're tailoring their market towards that large demographic where they can captivate those types of people or those types of families, and those people can correlate themselves with the brand, and they can see themselves purchasing that product frequently. And then, making sure that it has those specific messages, even if it's underlying. It doesn't have to be right there in your face. It can be underlying. It can be something that is just seen, and it's not going to be talked about. It's going to be seen by your eyes, and you're going to have to just understand it. And it's not going to be something that is said to you directly. And then the concept of positioning and whether segmentation influences it. So positioning is the final step in the segmentation, targeting, positioning framework. So it's definitely important, since it's how the brand defines how the product should be perceived in the minds of the target audience. So once again, with the mixed racial couples that we'll see on advertisements for like Target, they definitely want to perceive it as a happy relationship. It needs to be seen as something that they go out and buy the product and it makes them happier, or it's just something to make you feel good. You want to go out and purchase that product if you are in something like that. It definitely wants to increase its value, even if there might not be any intrinsic value to other people. It's focusing on that unique value that they are providing. Target does it a lot. A lot of the advertisements that I see when I'm back home are tailored towards a certain demographic, and they definitely reach that certain type of demographic. So it's definitely one of the most important parts of the STP framework, and understanding that positioning is important, is key.